Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue. Here in front of the Israeli School. Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbath. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need, because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me. called on the Lord. I said, man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another. And they doing it.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? ISUPK Sabbath service in Dallas, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Okay, I'm going ahead and get started. Say your name, ring and register. Mupadaza Banya Howard Banya Sharab. Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shabrakata. Right. Let's go ahead and face east and do the prayers. The Most High's prayer in Hebrew, Rabbanah, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwata, Taba'ah, Ratazakah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aradazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kawathwathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawathwathyanawa, Wala'ah, Tabayanawa, Benasai 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kayalaka, Hamalakwath, Wuhala, Wuhata Parath, Lai Walumyum, Aman.
It's the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be it.
Forever so be it. This is the prayer to the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushah. Nathalanawa. Hakak. Hakak. Lar Ba'ah. Call Makalah. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Ladahar Amatzarayim. Hakak. Lahakwim. Amathium. Hakak. Arakawath. Atamala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
It's the Lord. This prayer to the power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Makiala? Why Ahayim? Bataza Ba'a? Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Katazayanyam. Ha Kayoyam. Wa Akwapyan. Yahweh. Wa Hashem. Yahweh Shai. The Waraman.
It's the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is the Psalms 121 prayer in Hebrew. Ashayanya.
Shai.
Al-Haharyam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Isaiah Ma'an. Yahweh. Aishah. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yahshun. Shawamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Ashamash. La'ayaka. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarai. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar Tada'aka. Waba Wa'aka. Mayatha. Wa'ayin Awalam.
This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Allah,
all the Ma'alaka,
all the Bible,
all Thakarash,
all the
wa all Thashakwat,
all the
all Kayahana, Awad Yabayaka, Yahama Yawan,
Yahweh,
Wamanashanaki Yaka, Nashayawa, Ra'ash, Alamaka, Yaryam Wa, Sawad, Wayatayatazawa, Al Tazapan Ayaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wana Salaka, Wanakyadam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasharala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawataza Wa'a, Lab, Yakadwa, Ilyaka, Bayath, Yakarath, Salaka, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wa Yashamai Walayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, Yashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara, Kayabyan, Banakal, Wayashawan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shaitamwa, Nanayab Mawa, Ka'ara, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamanai, Kon Nasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Narasha, Lanawa, Af, Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Thabaira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Thalahak, Haryam, Khan, Tharapadma, Basaraka, Wabasawapaka, Thabahalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Adyaid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Badwa, Waya Dawa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al Yawarn, Al Kal, Ha Ratazas.
This Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
And
the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
With
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah. Selah.
Do unto them.
As
unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes as Zebah. And as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As a fire burneth the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know that thou. Whose name alone is Yahweh. Art the most high over all the earth. Let's get it, y'all. And had a week at the gym. My wind's getting a little better. Right. Say the water to the Most High for giving us another Sabbath. Get questions all the time about high holy days. Well, in Israel, we have a high holy day every week. It's the Sabbath day. And we're grateful for it. Something he gave us that he didn't give the nations. And our people need to be more grateful for it. I remember when I was first getting into this knowledge, I had one of them brothers, one of them bug outs in the conscious sector. say that the Bible was plagiarized from Egypt. And I remember asking one question, okay, show me the Sabbath day in Egypt, in the Egyptian records. And of course, he couldn't do it. Don't let anybody tell you that the Bible's plagiarized from Egypt. It's a lie. We're going to get into Deuteronomy, the 8th chapter today. We might get some of chapter 9. Priest and officer Mapatas, I will read the English. I will take care of the Hebrew. Deuteronomy 8th chapter, 1st verse. Call. Matazawa Ashar. Anakaya. Tazawa. Yawam. Shamar. Aisha. Ma'an. Haya. Rabah. Bawa'ah. Yerash. Aratazah. Ashar. Yahweh. Shabai. Abba.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command you this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers.
Okay, so this is more of the Most High talking through Moses to the children of Israel. He's basically letting them know it's getting ready to be that time we go and take the land. This whole chapter, I'll go ahead and spoil that for you. This whole chapter is going to be dealing with pride and how pride goeth before a fall, like the scriptures say, because it's the Most High that's basically telling them, don't, enjoy the land, but don't be proud. Don't forget how y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that it was me, the power. I'm speaking as the Most High. Obviously, when I'm talking about, I'm not talking about myself, Officer Shadiala, but it's the Most High basically saying, y'all got this land and y'all got out of captivity to the mightiest empire in the world. Y'all got all this because of me. And don't forget me. This is what he's going to be. This is going to be the theme of this chapter, basically. Y'all understand? Go ahead and get verse 2. Yeah, kind of. I'm tripping. Deuteronomy 8 and 2 in Hebrew. Zakar, Kal, Darak, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayim, Yalak, Zahar, Arabaayim, Shana, Madabar, Ma'ain, Aina, Nasa, Yadai, Ashar, Labab, Shamar, Matazawa, Ba'ah.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 2 in English. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or not.
Okay. So as I was saying, they were in the wilderness 40 years. Let me ask you something. Did them brothers all keep the commandments? Put it like this. I think I mentioned this probably 5 times. Out of everybody that left Egypt, only 2 people that left Egypt went into the promised land. Keep in mind, we came out of Egypt in the millions. Yet only two of them that come out went to the promised land. Think about that. That's just how hard we were. That's how bad we went off. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, you know what, to hell with this generation. I'm gonna get the next generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill all them, and hopefully their sons and grandsons see it, or and they'll learn to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Follow me. Follow the Most High, basically. Because in the end, of course, like I said, even Moses went off in the end. You know what I'm saying? So of them brothers and sisters who got free from Egypt, it was Joshua and Caleb and millions of Israelites that didn't leave Egypt. They were born afterwards. In that 40 years they were in the wilderness. That's just how bad we went off. The Lord was trying to do something. When they bowed and feasted that golden calf, that sealed a lot of them's faith right there. Now, Moses, of course, made supplication for them, and the Lord gave them mercy, but still, he wasn't going to take them into the land. Just wasn't going to happen. All the begging Moses could do was not going to stop that. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and get verse 3. Deuteronomy 8:3 in the Hebrew. Anah, La'ab, Akal, Manah, Ashar, Yadai, La'ah, Yadai, Abah, Yadai, Ma'ain, Yadai, Kaya, Adam, Haya, La'ah, Haya, Al, Lakam, Badah, Kaya, Al, Kal, Mawataza, Gaha, Yahweh, Haya, Adam, Haya.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 3 in English. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live.
I'm going to get 4 and 5 real quick. Deuteronomy 8:4. Shamalah, Bala, La'ah, Bala, Al, La'ah, Natazak, Ragal, Batazak, Za, Alaba'ayim, Shana. Verse 5. Yadai, I'm, Labah, Kaya, Ashar, Ayash, Yasar, Bun, Yahweh, Alahayim, Yasar.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 4 and 5 in the English. Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee.
Okay. Shalom, Sister Connie. How you doing, sis? I was looking for you this week. Good to see you. Later on, let me know how you've been doing this week. See what else we got here. All right. We're gonna say a prayer for your mother today. All right, Sister Connie. Don't worry about being in class when you're taking care of your mother. Totally understand. Just get in contact with me later. All right. Let's get verse 6. We'll get 6 and 7. Deuteronomy 8 and 6 in the Hebrew. Shamar, Matazawa, Yahweh, Alahayim, Yalak, Darak, Yara, Atah. Verse 7. Kaya, Yahweh, Alahayim, Bawa, Al, Aratazah, Tawab, Aratazah, Nakal, Mayam, Ayan, Thahawam, Yatazah, Akwai, Hara.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 6 and 7 in English. Therefore, thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways and to fear him. Verse 7. For the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks, of water, of fountains, and depths that spring out of valleys and hills.
Y'all got to understand is the Lord was always good to our ancestors, man. Getting us out of the worst captivity at the time, you know what I'm saying, by an evil empire, because Egypt was the baddest empire at that time, and they ruled it with an iron fist. You know what I'm saying? They worked the children of Israel for hours, you know what I'm saying, every day. Didn't want us to have off. The whole reason the Lord got us out of there is because he knew that they wouldn't let them off just to spend 3 days in the wilderness and feast to him. You know what I'm saying? That's all they wanted at first. That's all the Lord was looking for. Now, the Lord, of course, knew they wasn't going to do it, but that was the whole point of getting us out of there, because, you know, for that to happen, the Lord had to make a miracle, a literal miracle happen, because we were not going to beat Egypt's army just on what we had. You know what I'm saying? But now he got us out of captivity. The whole time we were in the wilderness, some 40 years, we literally ate angels' food. You know what I'm saying? What they call the manna from heaven. You know what I'm saying? And then when we did get meat, we got a shitload of it. Salakia. So we always had, you know, thanks to the Most High, we always had what we needed. So he's just basically, this is him humbling Israel. We done read that word humble at least once. He's literally saying, Look, I'm giving you everything. Y'all ain't got to worry about things. All y'all got to do is give me the props. You know what I'm saying? Because our Lord is a jealous God and he's a vain God. He loves his due praise. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you giving it to another people. He don't want you giving it to another God. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the Most High his praise. You got to remember that he was the one got you out of captivity. He was the one kept you alive in the wilderness, unless he wanted you to die, which everybody who worshiped that calf, he wanted them to die. And he, like I say, just deal with the generation afterwards. But now, if he wanted you to live, you live. And now he's getting ready to give you the land that has everything you need. Whatever you need, this land of Canaan's got it. See what I'm saying? And all you got to do is just remember how you got it. Don't make him angry by dealing with another God. Don't make him angry by breaking the other commandments. You know what I'm saying? All 613 of the laws, statutes, and commandments, the laws and the statutes go back to the 10 commandments. Consider the 10 a nucleus. And all the other 600 and so laws all draw back to it some way. He wants you to keep the commandments. Y'all understand? We are in verse 8 or verse 9?
8.
We're in verse 8? You 100% sure? Most High in Christ. All right. Let's do verse 8 and 9. How about that? Deuteronomy 8 and 8 in the Hebrew. The water for everyone joining us. Aratazah. Kata. Sha'ira. Kapan. Tha'ana. Ramawan. Aratazah. Shaman. Zayath. Dabash. Verse 9. Aratazah. Ashar. Akal. Lakam. La'ah. Masakanath. Qatar. La'ah. Kasar. Kal. Ba. Aratazah. Ashar. Aban. Barazal. Harar. Katazab. Nakashath.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 8 and 9 in English. A land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of olive oil and honey. Verse 9. A land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. Thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest good brass.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all reading all this along with us. Y'all see what the Lord has promised, and you see he's never slacked in his promise. Why would you ever disappoint this God? Why? Can any of y'all answer that? Or are y'all like me and just don't understand? You don't understand. Go ahead, Trooper Cabal. The pride and the rebellious one I like. And yeah, I guess you can kind of throw disrespect in there. To know that the power of all powers wants you to live a certain way, and yet you wanna do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a rebellious spirit. That's a spirit that's in Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? His brothers and sisters that see us, the ISUPK, they know the history. They know that this is the school that started all the camp speakings. You know what I'm saying? Found the language and gave it back to our people. Found the culture and gave it back to our people. The real name of the Most High in Christ, and yet they want to join other groups. You know what I'm saying? It's just that rebellious spirit. Although I will say I am happy that some brothers are repenting. You know what I'm saying? I hear from brothers that are, just me personally, I hear from brothers that were with us for a short while, then not with us, and then now they want to come back. You know what I'm saying? So repenting is happening. Hey, Shalom, Trooper Uriah. What's going on, Hebrew? Officer Maiwa, Shalom, Hebrew. Sister Parah, Shalom. Y'all didn't tell me Sister Parah had such a sense of humor. She cracked me up yesterday on Facebook. She did.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Tell you, y'all got a wealth over there in that house for real. But any questions or comments from anybody before we move on? Shalom, sis. No, you good. You good. You made it. You too wild. We did verse 9, right? We'll go ahead and get 10 and 11. You all that are watching online, if y'all got a question or comment, go ahead and leave it. We're in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 10 right now, sis. Deuteronomy 8 and 10 in Hebrew. A call. Shabbai. Barak. Yahweh. Alahayim. Al. Aratazah. Tawab. Aratazah. Ashar. Nathan.
Let's turn that in.
No, wait. Laak. Verse 11. Shamar. Pun. Lak. Shakak. Pun. Yahweh. Alahayim. Balathia. Shamar. Matazawa. Mashapat. Kakwa. Ashar. Anakyo. Tazawa. Yawan.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 10 and 11 in English. When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Lord thy God for the good land which he hath given thee. Verse 11. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and statutes which I command thee this day.
Y'all understand what he's saying? Y'all get it pretty much? He's saying when y'all eat all that good food and y'all have that good drink and you celebrate them high holy days or whatever, don't forget me. when you're having fun in that land that I'm basically giving you, because I'm gonna allow y'all to kill all the heathens that are there, them Canaanites and them Amorites and all them. We're gonna kill all them, and y'all gonna have the land of milk and honey. You won't want for anything. And he's telling you all he wants you to do is keep the commandments and his judgments and his statutes that he commands on this day. This is the covenant promise, basically. Because the Lord kept his promise. Whatever he promised our forefathers, he gave them. But we were terrible with keeping our hearts. And that's why we're in the situation we're in right now. Coming out of it, though, y'all give the Most High hand for that. Hey, Shalom Trooper Lahab Karash, what's going on, Hebrew? Appreciate all y'all checking in. Okay. Questions or comments as we go on? Go ahead, sis. Because the Holy Spirit is going back on our people. People are coming into this truth like you, or people that were going that was in it and left are trying to come back. And brothers in the ISUPK, we pretty diligent. We moving straight on with the work. You know what I'm saying? And we know from prophecy, when the Holy Spirit got on the Israelites and they started making the Lord the priority, the Lord went to war for them and he always won. So we know we're coming up out of this. You know what I'm saying? Because what does it say in the New Testament? Faith without works is dead. That's straight up, because it's one thing to have faith, but you got to be putting in the work. Here in the ISUPK, brothers put in the work. Even the brothers that are in Chicago right now for the cookout, even they are working. They're celebrating too, but they're working, all of them. Y'all give it up to the brothers in Chi-Town, man. Salute y'all. Let's drink for y'all right here. Can't wait to see you brothers again real soon. November 5th, we're going to have a Texas cookout right here in Dallas. So I pray a lot of you brothers that are in Chicago right now, make your way on down here to Dallas-Fort Worth area, November 5th through the 8th. We ready for you. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and get verse 12 and 13. Deuteronomy 8 and 12 in the Hebrew. Un, Akal, Shabai, Bayath, Bana, Tawab, Bayath, Yeshab. Verse 13. Baquar, Tazaan, Rabah, Kasap, Zahab, Rabah, Kal, Ashar, Lan, Rabah. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 12 and 13 in English. Thus, when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein. Verse 13. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied.
In other words, all that increase you're getting ready to get in your new land, all that increase, you're gonna have an increase of bullocks and fat meat to eat. You're gonna have an increase of fruit, increase of wine, an increase of currency. All he's saying is, just remember me. Don't forget me, the Most High, Yahweh. That's all he's saying. This whole chapter is just him trying to humble Israel. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know that, yeah, y'all getting ready to get the land of milk and honey but you're getting it because of me. And the Lord ain't he ain't beating around the bush about it either. He's literally saying, y'all getting all this because of me. I did it. I'm hooking y'all up. I'm putting y'all above all nations, getting ready to make y'all the richest nation. And all I want in return is y'all to give me my props. And the one way to give me my tribute is just follow the commandments. Don't worship any other gods. Don't marry women of the other nations. Don't give your daughters to men of other nations. Um, don't don't sleep with your brother's wife. Don't steal from your brother. Don't kill your brother. That's all he's saying. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. And tuna. That's all the Lord is saying. Just don't do it. If you love me, keep the commandments. St. John 14 and 15. Just so y'all understand. Don't go to church on Sunday. That's not my Sabbath. My Sabbath is Saturday. That's why we're here now. It's literally what he's saying. What verse are we on now? We're on 14?
No, we're 13.
We're on 13, okay. Deuteronomy 8 and 13. Baquar, Tazaan, Rabbah, Kasap, Zahab, Rabbah, Kal, Ashar, Lach, Rabbah.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 13 in English. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied.
He's talking about multiplying not only your fat beast and your seasonings and your oils and your fruit. He's talking about multiplying your money, your silver and gold. Like take that little fruit spread the sister brung just now. The water for that, sis. Appreciate that. Just remember it next time. Imagine going into every Israelite household and being greeted with that, and this bread and this wine. You know what that's a sign of? That's a sign damn near almost wealth and rulership. When you go into any Israelite household, any of the 12 tribes household, and you're greeted with a fruit spread with bread and wine, and somebody just like me reading from the scriptures in Hebrew. That's freedom right there. This is what we're fighting for. It ain't time to fight with hands or weapons just yet. Right now, this is a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying?
Like information.
Go for it.
I would say that's also a sign of like just having brotherhood in general.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody comes over, you know what I'm saying, what kind of offer you? I got whatever, you know what I'm saying? So nobody comes over and goes hungry or nothing.
Reminds me of the story, I guess when the angels came, I forget who that was. But he's like,
I think I
It
remember what
wasn't Lot, was it?
No, it wasn't Lot.
when it was
When you think of it, let us know. We'll go back and read it properly. I remember it being in Genesis. I don't remember it being in the Sodom and Gomorrah story, which is I think that starts around Genesis 19 or 18, somewhere in there. All right. Where were we just reading?
That's about 13.
Okay, let's go with 14. Getting ready to be done with this chapter. Before we go, we're going to deal with chapter 9. All right. Deuteronomy 8 and 14. Rawam, Labah, Rawam, Shabah, Salak, yeah, Shakah, Salak, Yahweh, Alahayim, Yadazah, Aratazah, Matazaraim, Salakia, Matazarayim, Bayath, Ibad.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 14 in English. Then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Again, just humble yourselves, Israel. Don't forget about him. That's all he's asking for. Like I say, St. John 14:15 in the New Testament say, if you love thee, keep thy commandments. And that's all he's asking you to do. We in the ISUPK, we do our very best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, because we know the more we start doing it, and we get people in this truth for them to start doing it, we know the kingdom is at hand. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't never been slack. He is probably waiting on us. We're on Deuteronomy 8 and 15. No questions online? Okay. A couple of people kicking it with us, but no questions. We're going to go here. Deuteronomy 8 and 15 in the Hebrew. Yalak, Madabar, got a wall. Yarah, Madabar, Sharap, Nakash, Iqarab, Taza Manan, Ashar, Ayun, Mayum, Yadazah, Lak, Yatazawa, Mayum, Tazawar, Kalamayash.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 15 in English. Who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions, and drought, where there was no water? Who brought thee forth out of the rock of flint?
It's the Lord bigging himself again. Like I told you, the Lord can be vain sometimes, but he's for real. You know what I'm saying? He just wants his props. He wants you to remember. When y'all were in the wilderness going through it for 40 years, he wants y'all to remember who was the one hooking you up. Who made sure you didn't die? Who made sure you had cover when the weather got bad? Who made sure you ate? I mean, like I said earlier, you were literally eating angels' food. That's what you're doing. You were literally eating angels' food. The manna from heaven, literally eating angels' food. And when you went and hunted for actual meat, the Lord made sure you got it in abundance. You killed hundreds of damn bullocks. You killed hundreds of lamb. You killed hundreds of chicken. You caught all the fish in the river. Y'all know, like when salmon make their big run over in North America, up there in Alaska and what have you, when they make their big run and you see the big grizzly bears there waiting on them, we were getting that over there in the wilderness. Always had everything we needed. Go ahead. Just rebellious. We're rebellious now. Yeah. It's just Israel's spirit, man. Yeah, we're rebellious as hell now. We can literally stand out there like we do on the Sabbath when we go to camp. We'll have our people come up. We'll immediately destroy whatever it is they were taught about the scriptures. We'll show them right in the Bible where they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? We'll show them in the Bible dictionaries that Gentiles don't necessarily, that Israelites can be Gentiles. We'll show them that history in the Bible. We'll show them that the Greeks being spoken 29 times Greek is used in the New Testament. 26 of them times it's talking about the Israelites, because the Greek word is Hellen, meaning the Hellenist. We can show them all of this ad nauseum. We can even show them that John 3:16 ain't talking about everybody. But, Israel is so rebellious and don't want to do right. They're comfortable in their sin. They will tell us that what we're showing them is wrong, even though we're proving it to them. These are the people this were the people that the prophets dealt with. Keep in mind now, we killed our own prophets. The prophets who were telling us to do right and trying to get us back to the Lord during the Old Testament times, we put them to death. Them the kind of people we are. Just proud, never want to admit when we're wrong, lustful, easily carried away. Give me break away for a minute. Hold where we at. Give me 2 Timothy 4:3. This is a lot of our people problem right here. This is a lot of our people problem. 2 Timothy 4:3. No sweat, no sweat. Getting all the money. I see you.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
In other words, the Lord can be telling us through the men of the Lord what it is we're supposed to doing and all the righteousness we're supposed to be carrying out and doing on a daily basis. Go ahead.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
So they will pull away and start listening to people who don't follow the Lord. They'll be listening. I mean, the truth will be right there, but the doctrine of the church is so much easier for them because they don't have to keep law, statutes, and commandments going to the church. The doctrine of Islam is so easy for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like that's the only religion they can be in and have more than one wife. And don't get me started on Negroes that will start their own religion, which that's all you get in the secular world. Brothers that decide the Bible is made up or isn't real, and the Quran ain't no different, and so they'll make up their own righteousness and make up their own religion and their own rules, and they think they're impressing somebody saying, I don't follow no man. I lead myself. And yet yourself is disgusting. Yourself will have sex with a man if it's wearing a skirt and calling himself a woman with a BBL and a tit job and college and lips. Even though it's born a man, he calls himself a woman, and you Being led by your lust will call that your man. That's what's out there, y'all. Just rebellious for the sake of rebellious. How many sisters get approached by a good man and will pass him up to deal with a toxic man? How many? Damn near all of them. By about 2030, I think that statistically only 26% of so-called black women are married right now. By 2030, I can see that falling under 20. Just because so many of the sisters out there are lost and prefer to be with a guy with some status or a guy who can make money quick, as opposed to a brother who's only works a 9 to 5. Brother don't make a lot of money, but he is a solid brother. You know what I'm saying? A brother with a moral compass, a brother ready to raise kids and raise them right. They don't want to be a wife to a brother like that nowadays. They consider that slavery. Just to show you how rebellious they are. And it's probably the same with a few more other tribes. I just know it's real bad with Judah women. Okay, where are we at now? Just how rebellious our people are, man. And the Lord, you would have thought, would have done away with us a long time ago. But if you're asking yourself why he hasn't, it's because he's still tied to the covenant he made with Abraham. Oh, he wants. I got you. I got you, Hawk. I don't want to give you too much, man. There you go. Don't want to hear from your parents later.
The wine doesn't really do much for me.
I know.
I like the flavor.
I know. All right. That's just who the Most High has. He got a bunch of rebellious children who don't want to do righteousness. They'll look for any reason not to. What does scripture say? My people are wise to do evil, but to do great they won't do. I'm paraphrasing.
It says something like that.
Yeah. Which they are. That's just our people. And he'd have done away with us a long time ago if it wasn't for the promise he made Abraham. Now, that's the spirit you need. If you want to know how to follow the Lord, do what Abraham did. Abraham did whatever he was told and asked no questions. If that meant sacrificing Isaac, so be it. Because he was finna do it until the Lord had that angel stop him. He told Abraham to pay tithes even though he didn't have a priest. He found a priest and paid tithes. The Lord loved Abraham for that reason. Let's divert again for a minute. Give me Isaiah 41:8. How did the Lord feel about Abraham?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
Abraham, my what?
My friend.
He literally called Abraham my friend. The power of all powers, the creator of heaven and earth, called Abraham his friend. Hey, man, you can't get no higher than that. And that's the spirit he wants out of all of us, to do his will. Just like Abraham did. Abraham did his will, never asked any questions. That's what the Lord wants. Like I said, was willing to sacrifice his son for the Lord. Paid tithes when he didn't even have a priest. He found a priest. Salaki. He found the priest to tithe. And it just so happened the Lord sent one. You know what I'm saying? Melchizedek didn't serve any other purpose in the scriptures but to collect Abraham's tithes, and he was gone. That was it. Hey, shalom, Sister Shimka, how you doing? Yahweh Shamar Lataba Shem Yahushai. But yeah, go back and read the scriptures. That's a challenge for you. Find me anything else Melchizedek did. Do that tonight, all right? I didn't give you a search app. Okay. I'll give you the scriptures later. Give you a little search app, show you where to read, because Melchizedek seemed like his only purpose was taking Abraham's tithes. He was gone after that. Imagine that being your only calling. Collect money. I wouldn't say a bill collector, because bill collectors ain't as mandatory as the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you know, you can get around a bill collector. Where are we now? We're at verse 17. Let's get 17 and 18. Deuteronomy 8 and 17. Amar, Labab, Kak, Atazam, Yad, Aisha, Anya, Za, Kayal. Verse 18. Zakar, Yahweh, Alahayim, Kaya, Hawa'ah, Nathan, Lak, Kak, Aisha, Kayal, Ma'an, Kwawam, Barayath, Ashar, Shabai, Abba, or Salaka Abba, Yawam, Za, Yawam.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 17 and 18 in English. And thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand have gotten me this wealth. Thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day.
You understand what you're reading there in verse 18?
Basically, that the Most High God has given us his power or wealth, and he's the reason that we have it, so we should be appreciative and give him his credit.
So do you kind of understand why he got pissed every time Israel went off? Because he's given us everything. Whether we're in the wilderness or whether we're in the land and in the promised land, he gave us everything. All the power and wealth we got, we're getting from him.
And then we turn around and make it go.
Yeah. Turn around and make a golden calf. Turn around and serve the gods of the other gods of the nations. These are the things. It pisses them off whenever we break any of the laws, but that's serving another god. That really gnaws his teeth. You know what I'm saying? I know the Most High is a spirit, but if he had teeth, that would really mess with him. Because No other power is doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you going out and I'm talking to you brothers, all you brothers. Imagine y'all, shalom, Sister Taylor, how you doing? Imagine y'all getting $1 million house with land, with endless supply of food and clothes and jewelry for your woman. You're giving her everything. There's nothing she lacks for. And then she start talking to niggas behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Start sending them pictures of her, you know, her body parts and what have you to other niggas.
She using your money.
Yeah. That kind of stuff. I don't be feeling sorry for a chick who did that and then winds up getting killed by her husband. I really don't. Because in a righteous society, she'd be put to death anyway for adultery. Now, I'm not telling any of you kill your woman. Please don't do it. I'm not telling you sisters to kill your man. Please don't do it. I'm just saying in some of them cases, I be understanding. You know, take that OJ situation. Allegedly, he murdered his wife, his old heathen, physically overrated wife, because she was, you know, she had won a divorce. And even though she was still having sex with him on the side, she was also going with other guys. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. He done took her out. He done took her out the damn overnight shift, waiting tables, put family members of hers to school, bought family members of hers cars, houses, all that going on. He done gave this woman everything. Done settled her down. You know, they done had kids. She can go anywhere in the world. All she got, you know, just let him know. And then she's turning around having sex with other men. And then the court awards him damn near half of his money. The best houses he got, she got them now. And he can't go in them. I mean, they never proved that he did it. In fact, he was acquitted in court. But I can understand to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Can't you? You know what? You don't answer. Don't answer. But that kind of thing there, I can understand why they would motivate a man to take that extreme step with his woman. It ain't right. And like I say, I don't want any of you brothers going upside your woman's head, let alone killing her. But I am saying I do understand that spirit. If you love her, you're pouring into her, you're giving her everything, and then she turns around and starts texting, you know, other men and sending pictures of her body parts to other men and what have you. If she ain't cheating, she's got it on deck. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible thing. That's why the Most High had Hosea married that whore. What he was trying to do was show that whore going off on Hosea like she did when you read the book of Hosea, she would leave for days and weeks and what have you, and then of course run around with other men, and then bring her nasty ass back to Hosea. The Lord had him marry her for the reason of showing it's supposed to be a what's the word I'm looking for? It might be, yeah, that'd be the best I can do right now. Not the word I want, but it'll be the best I can do. Israel, all race playing the whore with the Most High. The Most High is OJ in that situation. And Israel is nasty ass Nicole. In that allegory. You know what I'm saying? What drove OJ to allegedly do her and the damn waiter at the restaurant in was her playing with his heart. You know what I'm saying? Playing with his feelings. Again, if y'all go home and do something to your women and we find out about it, consider that we're going to forget we know you, all right? Because we ain't telling you to go out there and harm nobody. We are in verse 19, right?
Cool.
Let's get verse 19. Deuteronomy 8 and 19. Hayah. Shakah. Salak is Shakak. 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 Yahweh. Alahayim. Halak. Akar. Akar. Alahayim. Ibad. Shakah. Laham. Iwad. Atha. Yawam. Kaya. Abad. Tha'ab. Badwa. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 19 in English. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day, that you shall surely perish.
Can't get no clearer than that. He's telling y'all serve other gods, you're going down. I'm going to take it all away from you. And yet our rebellious ass ancestors went and did just that. Go ahead.
By reading all of this, and I see that the Lord has given us everything. Why did we go back then, like the people back then, worship other gods? If they're other gods, they didn't have nothing to work, nothing to offer. But the Lord, He gave us everything.
Rebellious. It could start with something as, okay, let's say, and I pray this doesn't happen, let's say Officer Hotazan gets married. He's got a rib. He's getting ready to start a family. And then he does something as little as starts doing labor on the Sabbath. It's a small thing to him, but it's a big thing to the Lord. He's not keeping the law properly. If he doesn't do it, his kids won't do it. You understand? And over time, they're going to discount the rest of the law. Before you know it, they'll have one day a year where they'll eat pork. And then later on, that one day will turn into a week, into a month. And full-on swine is a part of your diet. And now your next generation comes. Your grandkids come. They're not keeping the Sabbath. They're eating swine. And then they compound the problem by marrying an Edomite or an African or a Arab. So now in 3 generations, Hadazan's family, his house, now they're not keeping the Sabbath, they're eating pork, they're marrying heathens. Before long, they're going to do away with all of it. You done married a heathen, and now you serving their God. And of course, the heathens, the heathens' gods are nothing. All it takes is you going off on one thing. That's why in the New Testament it says, if you violate one law, you violate them all. Because in time you will. You understand? And then you just cursed your house. Generations later, Hadazan's house is screwed. The house is now owned by somebody of another nation because you done married because somebody in your house done married somebody of the nations, and you building an altar to a false god for so long. All because Hadazan didn't take the Sabbath seriously and didn't make sure his kids kept the Sabbath. Now, Officer Hadazan, that was just an example. I'm not cursing you or outing you on anything because I know you're gonna keep it right because you got to answer Officer Mawaz. So I understand. I know you're gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just an example. All it takes is you being the head of the household. Now I'm talking to you, Trooper Cabal. All it takes you is being head of the household. You supposed to set the tone, and you go off on one thing. Before long, your whole family done gone off. And that's what the Lord don't want. That's what's gonna make him take all of Israel doing that. Now you got a whole Israelite nation where 75% of them ain't even trying to keep the law perfect. They ain't even sacrificing animals for repenting anymore. You know, they're not repenting. They're not even taking an animal to be slaughtered for them no more. They just living like heathens. That's all it takes. Then if you're doing all that, you're going to serve another God. Even if you're an atheist, you're kind of serving a God. You're serving Satan. That's all it takes. You got to set the tone as the head of your household. You understand? Because if you don't, you're going to be cursing generations after you. Tells you that in the law. You'll be banned. You'll be cut off for the through the third and fourth generation. What the scriptures say. That's how serious it is. You don't want to curse your whole family like that. So that's why here in the ISUPK we work on brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to set the tone. They're the ones in charge. The Most High's entire ministry is with brothers. When them brothers go off and marry a sister, they got to walk hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And he's got to be the one to lead because the Lord put him in charge. We're on the last verse in the chapter now, right? We are in Deuteronomy 8 and 20 in the Hebrew. Gawayah, Ashar, Yahweh, Abad, Panayam, Khan, Abad, Iquab, Shammai, La'ah, Shammai, Quawal, Yahweh, Alhaim. Good.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 20 in English. As the nations which the Lord destroyed before your face, so shall you perish, because you will not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God.
All you got to do is obey. That's why I say this whole chapter is about pride. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too proud to where you're rebelling just to be rebelling. Who watches them? Because they're all over the internet. Who watches them? When the police, record the traffic, the violent, when they pull over somebody and they talk, they're trying to.
Body cam?
Yeah, the body cam footage. Who watches those? How many times have you seen them body cams and the police will just ask simple instructions and they won't follow them, like give up ID or what have you, just for the good of just being disagreeable. And they do it ultimately until they're arrested.
Matter of fact, if I may.
Go
I
ahead.
just seen this one traffic stop with this lady where he was just gonna take their IDs, and she wasn't even the driver; she was in the passenger seat. So he
Right.
got the ID of the driver. The actual ID of passenger. She didn't want to get the ID, and he was just gonna give him a ticket for one day lights being out or something.
Right.
But then she started freaking out and like take off her clothes and all sorts of
Ooh.
weirdness. Time to find out she on drugs. They found drugs in the bag. So now
Yeah.
it was just a regular traffic stop and the ticket
Turned into a felony arrest. Yeah. Go ahead. Mm.
Oh,
But that's how they treat their own versus how they treat us. We
right,
don't even have a weapon, and they'll shoot us, running away, turning away. But yet their own, they'll jump in alligator invested in water for a criminal. You know, it just happened too.
That's
That was just
well,
You got to send me a link to that one.
crazy.
But getting back on the subject though, it's just the rebelliousness of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake will sit up there, and of course I'm telling Jake to just get themselves up because I don't want any more of these Edomites to kill him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to have reason to go shooting because plenty of times on the cams they will pull out tasers, they will pull out actual guns. I seen one Edomite cop hit a sister in the face, just cold cocked her. Why? Unfortunately, he had reason to. She fired his gun. She wouldn't comply with being arrested, and she fired his gun. And it's just the rebelliousness. Originally, they were stopping her because she had stole a few items from a dollar store, which gives you an idea of just how much this sister was struggling when you're stealing from a dollar store. But that little small case of theft from a grocery store turned into a felony attempted murder because you fired a police officer's gun. And he busted upside the head for it. It's that kind of rebelliousness we got to get away from. You know right, but just because it don't fit that demon in you that's telling you, I can do what I want to do. Which that ain't nothing but Satan. Read verse 20 again in English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 20. As the nations which the Lord destroyed before your face, so shall you perish, because you will not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God.
Just obey the Most High. And if you're in a traffic stop, you're gonna have to obey the cop for that moment, all right? Just make sure he's doing his job. If he don't, y'all see him in court.
That's what I say.
Take all that money, take all the money from him and the department.
Make sure you make it home alive.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
important. And to deal with all the legalities later on, you know.
Exactly. Quit sitting up there fighting the cops. Putting your life in danger doing that. All right, we're going to turn to Deuteronomy in the 9th chapter. Because we were done in 8. Let's get Deuteronomy 9. Any questions online? Any questions in the school? All right, Deuteronomy 9 and 1. In Hebrew. Shema Yasharallah, Atha, Ibar, Yaradan, Yawam, Bawa'ah, Yarash, Gawayah, Gadawal, Itazawam, Mana, Ayar, Gadawal, Badazar, Shamayam.
So, Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 1 in the English. Hear, O Israel, thou art to pass over Jordan this day, to go in to possess nations greater and mightier than thyself, cities great and fenced up to heaven.
Gonna take it all. Not only are we taking the land of Canaan, we're taking the surrounding areas. All of it is ours. When you read Numbers, the tribes of Gad and Reuben and Manasseh the areas surrounding Israel, so they took it. That's what I'm saying. When we get the kingdom again, all of what they now call the Middle East is gonna be ours. That's the real Israel. Let's get Deuteronomy 9 and 2. I'm got a wall. Rawam, Bun, Inakwayam, Ashar, Atha, Yadai, Atha, Shemai, Maya, Yadazab, Panayam, Bun, Inak.
This Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 2 in the English. A people great and tall, the children of the Anakims, whom thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard say, who can stand before the children of Anak?
Okay, so that's a mighty nation, the Anakims. I'd have to look up later who they are now, but that's a mighty nation surrounding us that feels like they can't be overtaken. They don't know, but they about to meet the Lord power of Israel, who is undefeated to this day, undefeated in war. If you lost the war, if Israel lost the war, it's because he wasn't with it and wanted you to lose, just to humble you.
Okay.
But more often than not, when we won, and we won because he was with us. He wouldn't win us with all the slave rebellions over here when we got to America, because there was still a lesson to be learned. Y'all understand?
Okay.
But of course, we didn't lose all them rebellions either. We won more than our share. That's coming out. I'm tired of this narrative that we just sat there and took it from these Edomites. No, we fought back now and got the upper hand more often than got reported.
Like the Gullah War.
Yeah, like the Gullah Geechee War. That was one good example.
Everybody knows about the Nat Turner.
Yeah, but that was going to always be doomed to fail because there's too many. Because Nat Turner didn't have all the brothers on his side. Hell, he didn't kill enough. He killed about 50 crackers, and would have killed more if he didn't have brothers turning on him and telling Massa what's going on. Yeah, and then how he went out,
Yeah, it was terrible.
lynched him, and then ate him.
Some sick individuals.
The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. I will not hear anyone tell me that he's not. He's a beast, he's a monster, and he's always been that. And our people look at them as if they're people of God. That's what happens when you don't know your God. He calls the nations the beast of the field for a reason. Okay, where are we now? We're on verse 3. Deuteronomy 9 and 3 in the Hebrew. Yadai, Yawam, Kaya, Yahweh, Alahayim, Hawa'ah, Ibar, Panayam, Ash, Akal, Ash, Hawa'ah, Shemad, Hawa, Kanai, Panayam, Yerash, Abad, Mahar, Ashar, Yahweh, Debar, Lach.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 9 verse 2. Understand therefore this day that the Lord thy God is he which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire. He shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out, and destroy them quickly, as the Lord hath said unto thee.
He said he'd destroy these nations, and that's what ultimately happened. No nation has more power than Yahweh. Exodus 15 and 3 said he's a man of war, basically a champion of war. So the Most High is Joe Louis. The Most High is Aaron Pryor. Any dominant boxer you can come up with. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High was. That's what the Most High is. Who was the most recent one we had that was just dominant? Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford. He didn't lose a fight, did he? Find it funny now they calling him out now. But yeah, name the boxer that was just dominant. That's the Lord. All right. We have got time for a couple of more scriptures. Verse 4, right? We'll go with 4, 5, and 6, and then we'll pray out. Deuteronomy 9 and 4 in the Hebrew. Amar, Al, Amar, Labab, Hadak, Yahweh, Alahayim, Hadap, Athah, Hadak, Panayam, Amar, Tazadakwa, Yahweh, Powa'ah, Yerash, Sa'ath, Aratazah, Rasha'ah, Gawayah, Allah, Gawayah, Yahweh, Yerash, Panayam.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 9 verse 4, 5, and 6 in English.
I just did 4 on that one.
Verse 4 in English. Speak not thou in thine heart, after that the Lord thy God hath cast them out from before thee, saying, For my righteousness the Lord hath brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations the Lord doth drive them out from before thee.
You got that? He's going to drive them out right before our eyes, basically. And all we got to do is do what he says. Nothing to think about it. It's just a lesson really in loyalty. He's given us so much. Why would we not give him everything? Right? Verse 5. Most High be with me on this one. It's a long verse. La'ah, Tazadakia, Yashar, Labah, Bawa'ah, Atah, Bawa'ah, Yarash, Aratazah, Kaya, Rashai, Gawaya, Allah, Gawaya, Yahweh, Alahim, Yarash, Panayam, Ma'ain, Quawam, Debar, Ashar, Yahweh, Shabai, Abba, Abaraham, Yatazakak, Yaiquab.
It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 5. For thy righteousness or for the uprightness of thine heart dost thou go to possess their land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee, that he may perform the word which the Lord sware unto thy fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Abraham and Isaac and Jacob are our fathers. That's why Christ, later on in the New Testament, got mad as hell at that woman, that heathen woman who came to the well talking about, what is I think it was in St. John 4, where she talking about our fathers worship it out at this mount, at this mount. And the Lord basically told her, woman, you don't know what you worship. Yeah. On this day, you only our people are gonna worship the Father, because salvation is of the Jews. He told her that. I'm paraphrasing, but he let him know, you don't know what you worship. Your fathers ain't worshiped here because you ain't one of us. Our fathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or as they say in the Hebrew, Abraham, Tazakak, and Yaiquab. Y'all don't remember anybody's Hebrew names. Remember them. And, of course, the Most High, and, of course, Christ. We're going to finish with this verse here. We're going to go in verse 6. Then we're going to pray out. Unless anybody else got any questions, comments, whatever. Think all y'all online are good. Deuteronomy 9 and 6 in the Hebrew. Yadai, Kaya, Yahweh, Alahim, Nathan, Lakah, La'ah, Za'ath, Tawab, Aratazah, Yarash, Tazadaka, Kaya, Atah, Aim, Quashah, Hirap, Aim.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 9, verse 6, in English. Understand therefore that the Lord thy God giveth thee not this good land to possess it for thy righteousness, for thou art a stiff-necked people.
Are we not? No one more stiff-necked than Israel. You got the power of all powers and you won't obey. You rebel. It's like Trooper Cabal heard earlier. What if the laws of the nations ever did? I mean, the gods of the nations ever did? Where is white Jesus's prophecy? Where is it? He ain't prophesied a damn thing because white Jesus ain't never lived. The Islamic God, Allah the Rock, what does he ever prophesy? Rocks don't prophesy. The Hindu God, which is about 8 of them. The Buddhist God, whoever. What have they prophesied? What have they prophesied that came true? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it ain't come true. Because images and totems are not alive, right?
Okay.
Ain't but one living power, and that's the Most High, the God of Israel, Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And understand, the more we use that name, the more the Holy Spirit comes back on all our people. And we get to see an empire fall. Because the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob ain't for the nations. I don't care how many slick-suited Christians try to convince you that he's for everybody. He ain't. And that's in the scriptures. He's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Show me him calling himself the God of anybody else. Y'all understand that, right? All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Go for it. Was he able to show you that in the scriptures? Then I wouldn't give much understanding to it, because if he didn't like idols and false gods, why would he even care to give them even to the heathen? He didn't give them anything. He didn't deal with them. Even now, he don't care about them. Scriptures in Isaiah tell you that. Read Isaiah 40 and 15 real quick. Con, Trooper Uriah, con.
Book of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Oh,
Why the devil keep trying to show you the 41?
oh, no.
Isaiah's the Old Testament. Go ahead and read it. Loud as you can.
The nations are a drop of a bucket and are counted as small as the dust of the balance.
Have you ever seen dust, sis? Okay, dust is how the Lord looks at the other nations. Keep going.
Behold, you think it all as silence as a very little thing.
They are a very little thing to him. Their only purpose was to serve us. Go ahead.
And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
Go to verse 17.
All nations before him are as nothing, and are counted him as less than nothing and vanity.
Say that one more time.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing.
Okay, so he's basically telling you all nations that aren't Israel are nothing to him, and he counts them as less than nothing. He goes on in the Apocrypha to say that the nations are like on the spittle and are counted as a drip of water coming out of a bucket, basically. Keep reading.
To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness.
No, go back to 17.
So now we read all 17.
17, yeah.
All nations before him are as nothing, and are counted to him less than nothing in vanity.
Vanity. You know what vanity is? Worthless. Now that's a hard thing if you to understand, if you got a Christian upbringing, you've been lied to, letting them tell you that he loves and cares for everybody. But no, he's letting you know right there, the nations, everybody outside of Israel, drop of a bucket. Mean nothing to him. Isaiah 40 and 15 through 17. There are other precepts of that. You can call me for them tonight. But we're going to go ahead and pray. We're going to wrap the Sabbath service. We're going to go ahead and face east one more time. Just want to continue y'all to continue supporting the truth. Pay your tithes and your goodwill offerings. You brothers, stay in your all black if you're coming into the school. You sisters, come in the good spirit like our sister here, Sister Siri here, the water her. Let's go ahead and pray out. Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazakah. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nantalanawa. Lakam. Kaal. Yawam. Wasalaklanau. Kabafwafnau. Kasalaknau. Kabafwafyanau. Wala'ah. Baba Yanawa, Benasa one, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayun, Ride, Kayalaka, Hamalakwif, Wahala, Wahatha Paraf, Lai Walamyum, Aman.
It's the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
which
art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Thy
kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done. In
earth,
as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
Prayer to the power in Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. Baba Kashah. Nathalanawa. Hakak. Lord Ba'ah. Kal Makalah. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar Hamatizarayim. Hakak. Lahakwim. Amathium. Hakak. Arakawaf. Hatamala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
This is the prayer to the power in English. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the
power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you so be it. This concludes our Sabbath service for this week. Join us again next week, ISUPK Dallas on YouTube and Facebook. That says shalom. And Kwam Yashar.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.